and welcome to Model Major, Blast from the Past. Thank all my subscribers for subscribing and supporting me. You're doing well, keep it up guys, I really like the support. It's really well needed, believe me. So today we're coming from the swinging 60s and taking a look back at what was available back then to the general public. Normally what you'd have in the family would be a camera. This is a 120 film camera, roll film. It's a move on from the box brownie, but still a Kodak and still a brownie even so. Very popular for taking away on holidays, family pictures and such. You'd have to send your film away, which would then be developed, and then you'd have to wait a couple of weeks to get your film back. But very popular in the day. I can imagine this being taken away on holiday. Very good, and still a usable camera today. So moving on, we then later on we begin to see the first of the cine film cameras, which are 8mm and would last for about 8 minutes average. You'd have to send the film away again. That would take development, and then they'd send it back. So we're going to see now if this actually works. We'll give it a wind up here, which you'd have to do in a day. Of course today we're not using these type cameras, but I think this will still be usable. And yeah, there you go. That's still usable today. And this is another brownie from the Kodak. Very nice bit of kit, and still usable today. Moving on, we come on to something a little bit more different and sophisticated from the general brownies. This has got a light meter on the front, and again you'd only have about an 8 to 10 minute video recording time on this on a cine. Not very long. So we're going to see whether this winds up again. We wind it up via this crank here, and then we press down, and as we can see this is still working. This is an Argos model, a bit later, probably 68 onwards, something like that, to 70 this would have been used. A very nice bit of kit and still usable today. So during the 1960s your models would have looked something like this. This one being a bit exotic, being as it's a GRP. GRP models were at the higher end of the range of kits, as your basic kits would have been plywood or balsa wood. So this one being late 60s, I assume. We've got 3 holes at the top. I think someone might have known the model from that time. I had a frog engine originally in this, which was a diesel, and my nan told me about this during the early 80s. Of course it looked very rough when I got it, so I sanded it all down for about a week, and then I painted it in the colour scheme that you see today. It's actually painted about mid-80s, about 87. So if I lift this up, this one is almost ready to go. As you can see, this is quite thick matting GRP down here, but I have my servos already installed. The battery goes here, and so, but here we can see that the original frog engine started here, but the diesel wasn't really all that great, I can tell you. Just trying to start that, we took about 2 days and we gave up in the end on that. I still have the engine still. As we turn it over, we can see the bottom, and it was as I found it, this one, although I did sand this down and put some rain necks on the bottom, which gave us a little more speed because it repels the water, so it splashes off the bottom. But a very nice kit. It even looks fast, even when you've got it on your shelf. It looks fast, and that is really good of the time period. This is a 60-year-old boat, and was a very popular style of an offshore racer, and they're still using them today, and I'll be using this one later on in my videos, so you'll see that. Okay, well thanks very much for tuning in today. I hope that you keep on subscribing and liking and commenting. Okay, signing off for now. Bye bye.